Hey guys, today we're gonna be just learning about a simple thing called multiple inheritance and single inheritance. So in the last video we talked about loop concepts and classes, and just a quick recap, we talked about how all about classes are stressed on concepts, which are stressed on objects, which are stressed on two things. So this is a single inheritance example. It's pretty easy. It's just basically saying that there's a class named Neanderthals, and I defined a method. I called the survival, which is an instance variable, and I could say we could improve this code. We could just say if self.survival is survival is equal to 10, then do this, and then if it is not, then don't do it. It's pretty simple, pretty forward. Okay, so you might have a lot of questions about the init method. So basically, I'm just talking about Neanderthals, which are a species of humans. I just created a small class and said that they could survive in the harshest conditions, or the hardest. And then I said that humans could live in the most modest conditions, and then I said return something, which was return super. So super meaning by the superclass meaning by its parent, and we use these terms interchangeably. And when I said humans and self, that means now the instance of the human class is going to be turned into the Neanderthal class. And I go to the init method, and then I send in survival there, and basically nothing happens to that except it's just a additional parameter, and I do it. So, but if I took this out, then there would be an error. And if I play this, it says okay, so this was a mistake in itself. Okay, so I can live in the hardest conditions, but it's not saying. And then it's in survival there, and survival is equal to 7, so 7 is not equal to 10. Now does it? Oh. The hardest conditions, and I could just go here, up, down, and I'm gonna say less. So I can live in the most modest conditions, so it goes here, and then I can live in the hardest conditions. Now let's take it one step further, and we'll talk about multiple inheritance. Now, what is multiple inheritance? Let's go there right now. So there's a base 1 and base 2, and then there's a class which accepts both of them, and their features are instance variables and everything. Now Python can be similar to C++ in multiple inheritance, because those are the languages that are stressed on multiple inheritance, but Java isn't, because the creators of it were just really scared for people who don't understand basic Java, which we'll do in some other class. But let's create another, say, class self. Let's just say that, and then I could say def init. and then I could say I get something here such as amount and self dot amount is equal to amount survival. Let me just dox from that. Okay. Just live in the most modest conditions, and then whoa. Survival. Oh, survival. Too stupid here. Modest conditions and the hardest conditions. So when it's got to a Neanderthal and it's in survival, which is 7. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, I live in the hardest conditions. Oh my god, I'm having a headache. It's just now the compiler, like always, is just a big annoyed thing. Equals amount, so print amount and then return it. Cells, and then it says whoa, okay, and then I can say I don't want to change anything. Then all of this is passed down. Then I'm gonna say so it sends survival, so if I play this it says the same thing. So then I could say death amount, and then I'm gonna say nope, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say return super cells solve. Oh, this can only be oh, and dot init, and I'm gonna send amount. Oh god, amount is equal to 8. Oh, what? No. Not gonna do that. We're not gonna be talking about annotations. So once we talk about this, so there's an object. These, okay. Okay, so it's not printing amount. So I'm gonna say Okay, I realized my mistake. Sorry, guys. Now this just raises complications here. Now it says init should return none, not tuple. Cycle them in the most modest conditions. Does it have that? Sorry. So I'm gonna Control-Z that. And humans. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. So it says now it does the constructor automatically, but I'm actually going to have to write amount. I'm gonna say self. And I could say B is equal to a dot amount. Okay, this raises more complications, so I need survival. And wait, what? So in the init method, I'm gonna okay. I have to say humans dot amount, and then when I say that, it's gonna say position argument self, and to do that. Okay, we're not going to be talking about this. So, just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, yeah. And I'll piece this together. Oh my god, that raises even more complications. Object must be instance or a subtype of type. Print type of self. It's gonna Control-Z that. I'm gonna say beta. So it runs this class, it says survival, it does it in the method, and then I wanted to return this to, so the So before I'm going to tell you this, guys, I'm just going to have to tell you that the constructor, what it basically does is that it makes you not call it. So if I can write, nah, it's okay, I'm not going to write that. I'm going to say amount. I'm going to say humans dot amount dot amount. So human invalid syntax. So I forgot the parameter self, which creates the instance, and so I'm going to say, how do I call the function inside the class that is not the constructor? Okay, we're gonna say how to call a function in a Python. So it returns it. Then I could print humans dot amount dot so self and survival. Just give me a second, I'll complete this. Okay, so guys, I just figured this out. It was pretty hard for me. Basically, that I told you that the constructor was supposed to be easily called, and all the other functions, when you call them, they're really hard to call. So, what I did was I actually went to this object and just repeated it by going to its init method and then saying by the amount of 70, and then it does that, and then
it says amount and it returns it. But then I could say A is equal to no as nope. Ask global ask let's try to do this. Okay, so ask is here. Okay, you can return that, and you can return. So this is just an extra variable we're doing. Control X. I totally meant to do that. Control Z. Control Z. Control X. Control V. Done. Now let's try it. The input city should return none, not a tuple. Int oh, it's not supposed to return a tuple. Okay, we can handle that. We can handle a lot of things right now. Okay, yeah. And then wait a second. Self.init. Okay, I could return it, and then I could say A is equal to that. Then print A 70. Yes, let's go, guys. Thank you.